are back. Dark Souls 2. Post voiceover 2. But you'll notice we've got a better microphone. So this should be more pleasurable to the ear for everybody, hopefully. But we'll see how it goes. It's a longer episode, so got to do a nice long voiceover for it, which, you know, fun. So if I remember correctly, in the last episode we got unceremoniously butchered by a fencer across the bridge we're about to cross over there, and we're going to go and contend with the fucker once more. Once we've just had a little ponder here, I'm sure I was sort of contemplating some deep philosophical mess there, or maybe just wondering where the fuck I am. It's probably more accurate. Get our souls. Deal with Farty Boy here. Come on, Farty Boy. Waste a fire arrow on him. There's no such thing as wasting arrows though in this playthrough. The only wasted arrow is one that remains in the quiver. This headdress. What the fuck is that you're wearing? Fencer Sharon. We could have called her something a little bit more, oh, the backstabs. I remember being surprised by that backstab when it happened. Yeah, just looking at it now, I'm not fucking surprised. Where did that come from? Anyway, more death. More death for me. Try again. Oh boy, we got to do the full run around here. I should have cut this. And just as I'm saying that, I'm thinking I can do some proper elite shit here and actually trim it down. Let's do that. See you in a second. We're back. Here we are, through the magic of technology, picking up our souls. And again, dealing poorly with our farty man. Although knowing well enough here to stay a bit further back when we shoot with our fire arrow. I don't know why we're shooting with fire arrows. Oh, of course, yeah, because they're our main arrow type now. Shitty bollocks. How fancy. Look how many arrows I've got. That's like game-winning numbers of arrows right there. How could you fail to win the game with that many arrows? There should just be sort of like an arrow cap where it just says, yep, you win. Alright, fencer. Don't know who you think you are, or who gave you your first name. But either way, you're paying for your crimes. Your cheap backstabs. What are those weapons she's got here? Matters. I think I'm cursing right now because I've just realised that all my shit is now going to break because I've been hit by loads of explodey farty men on my way here, and all of a sudden just panicking, thinking, oh no, everything's going to break. I can't remember whether I succeeded here or not. Push her off the edge. Gee. You may fail, boys. Oh. That was a shit heal, that was. I am panicking like a turd. That was a bad already. And she gets through the critical at the end there, was that? This is terrible, isn't it? Run away. Run away. Call for running away. All my armour is broken. That's why I'm getting done in so badly. That's why. Nothing to do with skill, obviously. Let's see if Fencer Sharon likes it up here. I think my plan was here to run far enough away that I could quickly change my armour. But I can never use these menus in a panic. So it's not something I ever really think that I can do. But with all my armour put in here, I think I'm just like, what the fuck did I do? He hits me, I'm nearly dead. I think I must kill her on this run because I can't imagine sort of running all the way up here and like doing all this fucking around and not killing her. Oh man, she's really fucking up here so badly. Oh, whoa. She was going to go in for the kill. Come on. Come on, Slimson. Oh man, she does so much damage to me now. That's it, another drinky drink. Luckily we've got a shit ton of flasks, so don't really need... Oh! Oh no, time for the cheese. Time for the cheese. Oh, you may be a fancy fencer, Fencer Sharon. You cannot navigate difficult geographical anomalies like holes and Achilles heel. There you go, see? Spent so much time studying the advanced techniques of fencing. Never did sort of basic walking. Well, you'll know for next time. We'll don our Alva gear here and our Oros helmet. Just whilst we're going around with unrepaired or broken Faram stuff. But now we can proceed back down the hole. Probably could have just fallen down, but let's go the appropriate way. Traditional wrong turn there. Alright, we did it. So, I mean, pretty much from that run we did from the fencer, I think that's pretty much it for this area anyway. Obviously Simpson doesn't think so, look, he's sceptical. He knows that item is there. I'm not sure we'll ever find out what that is on this run. To the bridge, more bridges. So it seems like the benefit mainly of going back through Dragoneering, because you don't have to, you can just zip line right to the end from the start, is primarily sort of, as far as I can recall, it was primarily stones, you know, sort of materials. So we're back here. Don't know why we're going down this way here. We've just got a slight suspicion we may not have collected everything from this point, but we'll soon find out. This guy's weird, isn't he? Because the only place I can remember him appearing is the boss fight in Brightstone Cove. I think he may have appeared elsewhere, but he's one of the two healers in the room, sort of next to the main, like, undead druid fellow. It's just kind of weird, if it is the case that that's the only place that healing cleric undead thing appears, for there just be one of him here is kind of weird, right? And I imagine the idea is that he would heal the dragon beneath him. But obviously for a master archer like me, that's not a problem. very rare sort of, I don't know what you call this in games. It's obviously not a cutscene, but you know, it is a scene where the sort of camera, you slightly lose control of the camera in the animation of your character. It's sort of like a cinematic moment. Really rare, but it's kind of cool there. Like it is a very cinematic area. They do a good job of that. It could have had more lore significance for me. I mean, there's always the chance there is loads of lore significance that I just missed. Aldea again, little mini Aldea. I love the way he changes sizes. I'm kind of hoping that it's not just because of the rooms he appears in, but I got a funny feeling it is. I think it would have been kind of cool if that was just a feature of him, like he's ever changing, like, you know, he never takes the sort of same form or something. But obviously I imagine that's not part of his character, but it would have been kind of cool. But I think it might just be because he appears in sort of like rooms that are different sizes, and he was put in post-release. That's my guess. But then what the fuck do I know? He's cool though. I like these moments in this game. He's got really cool voiceover. Although I'm super glad that I put the subtitles on, because I could not understand a word this fucker was saying. So that was good. The dialogue's just really good as well. Like the actual writing is really nice. I really like the writing in all the games, just in terms of yeah, I'm not necessarily talking about the writing of the story, obviously. I'm just talking about the sort of sentence to sentence construction, the syntax basically, like, and just the sort of thematic language they use, all that kind of stuff. And then the voice work by the various actors, it's all good. See ya! Now I'm going to be straight with you guys. This next area gives me some shit. There are these little fellas. Oh, computer's about to shut down. Let's see if we can make that not happen. Yay, we did it! Yeah, there are these human-sized characters in the next area that are, they're tricky fights, but the problem was, for the most part, you can't get them to fight alone. Like, whenever you aggro one of them, their mate aggro's with them. Fighting two of them, it's a shit. I do not know why we're standing here. I imagine I'm saying something pretty interesting and insightful, which is now lost for all time. Shame. I remember thinking when I first played this game, like, one of the things that first struck me that I really like was all the new visual effects they put on the bonfire when you're using a bonfire. The kind of just the sort of the ripple effect that goes out, as though the sort of like kind of atmosphere itself sort of fluctuates as the bonfire lights, and then obviously all the particle effects for the ash and the cinder and the fire and stuff. That's really nicely done. But mostly that kind of ripple effect, I think, is just, it really works, and it makes the bonfire feel more powerful. Like it really does kind of exemplify the power of the bonfire in this world, as it sort of like affects the atmosphere around it. It's really cool. It's me getting baffled by my own weapons again, due to not ever putting anything in storage. Just such a bad habit that I have, but refuse to. I just can't. I don't. I think I had like one experience once where I put a bunch of stuff in a storage box when I didn't have to, and then like at the very end of the game just realised I had like a really cool item in there that I never realised I had, and was so sad and disappointed that I vowed to change my behaviour then and forever. So here we are. should be selling some of that crap as well, but don't know. No time. Time is precious.
I'll be around if you need.
Oh, yeah, we got. Oh, that's mainly what I should have been paying attention on, repairing my stuff, right? Get re-equipped. I need to go back and get my ass handed to me. Ba-dum!
Bearer.
I've just started playing Dark Souls 3 again. It is striking how much Dark Souls 2 gives you in terms of its items and materials and consumables and whatnot. You feel over encumbered with things to fuck around with by sort of a third of the way through the game in Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3 as opposed to that is kind of it's a lot more stingy. But I gotta admit, I'm finding it a lot more bloody difficult than this game. Like I've played both of them the same amount of times, but this game on second playthrough, I'm finding super easy for the most part. I admit that I'm sort of cheesing a lot of the game, but I'm not saying it's easy for the way I play it. I never play these games like full on hardcore. Like if there's a way to do something easily, I do it. You know, like that's the way I play. I mean, I try not to sort of like use exploits and stuff like blatant exploits where it feels like the game is just broken. But you know, if the game gives me arrows and bows and lots of arrows, then I don't feel bad about using them in any scenario. I find it weird when people do. It kind of makes sense to me that you'd make your own challenges. You say, oh, this run I'm going to do it this way, that's fine. But you know, if I'm not putting down an additional challenge for myself out of the natural challenge that the game offers, then I'm not gonna get weird about things like using weapons that make the game more easier than if I used other weapons. That just seems to me to be part of the game. But that's why you sort of exhaust searching areas, right? So you can find weapons and armor and items that would make the game like more fun, but also kind of easier, make you feel more powerful, right? Just checking it out. It is that guy on the steps and this guy over to the left here that are the difficult ones. The big knights are no problem. They're just repeats in terms of movesets of the stone knights that we met in Hyde Tower of Flame, but they're not stone. It looks like they've got proper armour and stuff from the looks of it, and they're tougher and they hit harder. Moveset. These guys though are fast, and I could not hit them without them hitting me back. Just couldn't make it happen. I think these two just fucked me up straight away. But there we go. Bad time to drink. Story of my life. Very sad. Oh well. We can always try again, especially because the bonfire is literally where we died. No harm, no foul. Let's go again. Happy with my previous tactic. I'm going to shoot this guy in the face as we did before. Worked very well the first time, so why wouldn't we just do it again? Trying a dark arrow. obviously feeling like a change in arrow type is the solution we need here. So hard to get a hit on. This is such just like a complete repeat of the last fight. What should a man do? If I could parry here, like if I was good at parrying, then it'd be golden. But I use the age-old tactic of find the area where they release aggro to make them back off and behave weirdly. I think that's the thing that I do most regularly, that most feels like an exploit, is, you know, just finding the place where they're going to release aggro. Try only to do it where, like, I'm in trouble. I wouldn't ever do it if fight's just challenging, but in a situation like this, I'm more than happy to get them dropped from me. Right, boy. I've taken out your little more powerful friend. How are you feeling? He's still feeling pretty good, isn't he? Look at him. Oh, okay, yeah, so he has got magic. Got to mention that. But we're not concerned about his magic. The only reason we're concerned about this dude is when he's got his little mates around him, if I'm honest. We are concerned about his mace-wielding friend, and slightly less concerned about his greatsword-wielding friend. But nonetheless. Okay, cool. I was about to say I'm not sure what that lockstone did, but it brings this. I think it's just a chest in here. What wonderful wares await. The Judgment set. It's just the Velka's set, right? If I'm right. There's so many things in these games that remind me of that, the line from BioShock, you know, there's always a tower, there's always a girl, or whatever it is. And you could say that's about so many things in the Dark Souls games, you know. There's always a Judgment set, there's always a Moonlight Greatsword. There's always a Havel's Ring. There isn't really. What things are in Dark Souls and Bloodborne? There's got to be something. Well, the Moonlight Greatsword. It's got to be, right? Patches is kind of in Bloodborne, if I remember right. He's like a spider, but it's definitely him. I don't think they call him Patches in it though. I can't remember what they call him. Maybe they do. But yeah. There's always a Moonlight Greatsword. There's always a Patches. He was even in Demon Souls, wasn't he? Yeah, he definitely was. Was he in Kingsfield? That's a good fucking question. I'm gonna look it up. I'm playing Dark Souls. So here we are, two of these pricks again. Watch me beast them here. Got some pure skill counter that I'm going to deploy. Never seen anything like it. I've got no idea how this goes. Can't remember. It's been must be a week or so since I actually did the playthrough. I've sort of tried to be, I was so disappointed with the voiceover for the last episode. The sound quality, never mind the fucking content. Yay, we died. Yeah, I was so disappointed with the sound quality that I couldn't do this episode without getting a different microphone. It was just too disappointing, so hence why the delay. Let's try this again. We're gonna have to deal with the other two. This is how disappointing it is. And then there's every chance and no reason why not that I shouldn't just die to these two again. Oh, I've got a bad feeling it happens as well. Oh, let's retreat to the bonfire room. I'm so frightened that we might as well. Okay, that was a free hit there. I got one in without them hitting me back. A small party for that one. Oh God, these guys are such wankers. Why game? I imagine I'm in the game world. I'm very angry right now at what has just happened. Once again, venture forth. Do I have any? Do you know what? I should learn these guys' names. Let's see if I pick up. No, I don't think I do pick up any of their shit. God damn it. I can't even refer to them by their proper names. Despite the fact that we're facing them time and time and time again. Reflecting on this area. Oh my good God, look at it. Yeah, reflecting on this area a bit. I like Dragoneering. I think Dragoneering was fun. I think this part here, whatever it's called, it may still be Dragoneering, I suppose. I don't think it's very good. It's a very simple area. You just sort of run through it. There's a slight divergence. I think 2 areas. Nothing significant. A few hidden items. And then these counters are pretty much what you have. Encounters are pretty much what you have, where you encounter a sort of varied number of these smaller sort of golden knights, and then a single stone knight, the armored version of, which is fine. It's not the combat encounters that I don't think are very good. I think it's just the level design. I think it's boring. It feels like you just run it through. And the only reason you spend any time here whatsoever is just because these are worth me. Wow, I could have cut all of this out and pretended like I didn't die so much. I'm not taking advantage of the fact that we're doing this in post. How very disappointing. Jesus. I really had forgotten that I just died this much. Yeah. I mean, you could just run straight through this area. There's no reason to fight these dudes, I don't think. I think it is a pretty easy run through for the most part, I think. But you know, everybody knows that the first time you run through an area on a proper playthrough, when you're sort of like not just doing New Game Plus or whatever, you've got to kill all the enemies. That's just how it goes. That is something that makes me feel bad if I don't do it. Like if there's a particular enemy where I just I don't even bother with him. I thought, right, let's try the Tempest, but I think I didn't get a single hit. It was just a gigantic whiff, and we'll die again, I think. It's likely not to hit through anyway. Oh, we got one down. This could be the one. I say that we've already gone through these 2 ones. It's the next 2 that we haven't got through. God, this is bad, isn't it? Really bad. I don't think I ever figured out how to fight these dudes properly. It's always the characters that roll, isn't it? Always the enemies that roll that fuck with you. If people just stay planted on their feet, usually you can deal with it. You just run through this quick. But I guess if I have to fight those other 2 down here, then he'll end up being a problem. I wonder if it's the case that, like, for certain builds, the difficulty switches with the different enemies. Like, I'm sure it does to an extent with some enemies, but I don't think it can here. I suppose you could have like a really big build, not like full-on fat roll build where tanking hits from small characters who are really nimble is just like a piece of cake, and that might make these little fellas easier, I guess, easier. And maybe the big guys, because they could break through poise and things like that, it might be harder. Jeez, look how close I was to dying there. There's no way this run is working out at all. No way. Chance on earth. Surely. Oh, he's going for the spins. Desperation truly sets in. Come on. But these two are definitely going down, actually. Look at them. They're low health. Get them, Simpson. The hero. Just watching him now, without playing him, gives me a new sense of admiration for all he's been through. If you will just keep backing away, my friend, I will keep throwing fireballs. Don't think that I won't. I was a little bit afraid of that guy. He's the one with the mace, and we know I struggle a little bit with the mace guy back in Hyde's Tower. That seems like a long time ago. Chest. This is kind of like a funny Dark Souls thing, isn't it? You have these sort of like platforms on these grand buildings that it's not entirely clear what they were constructed for, but what they seem at least to be used for in the current incarnation of the world is just to house a single chest. So, we have this precious chest. And we have this massive outdoor area which seems conspicuously bare. So the obvious solution is to put the two together. Oh, my scythe! Don't let it break. Don't let it break. So here I'm thinking, can I dispatch this fucker without breaking my scythe? Always a new mission. Always something. Doing with the jetpack. Arrows in the face. One thing they've seems to have continued happily. Maybe I missed this in the original Dark Souls, but in Dark Souls 3 they also very early on, I think immediately, as soon as you get to Firelink Shrine, give you a vendor with infinite arrows. I was really surprised. I didn't remember it from my first playthrough because I don't normally run these kind of heavy, like builds that are heavily reliant upon bows. But yeah, infinite arrows. So you know, I've gone Slimson the archer again. I have no pride. I remember this area, this top area, giving me loads of shit the first time I played it. I think because I didn't have arrows. Or at least like not several of them in the pocket. Now what is this lone chest on this thing? Twinkling Tight Knife. I've never turned my nose up at a twinkling tight knife, but come on. Don't shut down, computer. Good computer. Now if we were to die now, that would be very disappointing, wouldn't it? Being that we did work our way through those two sets of golden knights. great cost to our pride. So to fail now would indeed be upsetting. I'm surprised I didn't try that wall there where it says liar. I'd be disappointed if I find out now that it's an illusory wall that I didn't try. Okay, so we got another two golden knights here, looking keen and eager. And I think we're going to do it though. Let's do it. Right, do you think I'll live? No bets now. I think it's pretty much a crapshoot at this point. I think I've realised that the knight is coming as well, so we're going to try and break the aggro on that. Realise it's still coming. Might spin, surely. Yes! See? Great minds. Whoa, okay, I'm nearly dead. That's good. Heal. Why is this guy not taking any damage? What's going on there? Christ, why are you fighting here? Oh, maybe we'll just run. Is that what's happening here? I think it is, you know. I think we're running for it. Oh look, we think we can. Oh! Oh no, but it did the fucking. Did you see that? It did the stupid guard break move. Man, that's just a problem for me where, like, in all of these games, I cannot stop that being a problem. Uh-oh. What are we running into here? Oh jeez, no. That was so stupid, like, running back that way as well, you just... It's even worse. Crikey. Alright, okay, we're going to skip to somewhere more sensible. This isn't fair on you. I'll see you in a moment. And we're back. So during the unrecorded part there, that I did go back to Medulla to repair my scythe and buy some bits and bobs. I now have my Alva gear on, presumably because I didn't repair my Pharaoh gear. Gonna be human. Do I solve this problem by summoning somebody? Maybe I do. I don't actually know what I'm doing here. Be interesting to find out. Let's see what happens here. It is a bit weird to me that I'm in the Alva gear. I don't, because we did just go back to Medulla, so just kind of odd. Like I'm wearing, yeah, very weird. And am I doing something clever here, or am I just getting down into the open? Damage from the side. It's crazy, you know. These guys are just all round amazing, aren't they? I mean, they are strong, as in their armour is good, and I think lightning would be good on them. I thought my axe would have worked better. Did I try my axe? Yeah, they're well armoured. But despite their sort of sweet armour, they are super nimble and bouncing all over the place like little gymnasts. And then those axes they have hit really fucking hard. So yeah, they're all around amazing, and they always attack them, or at least for the most part. I think there's. Oh man, fuck, look, it's still happening. All right, same again. See you in a bit. Well, this is definitely the most amount of in-video editing we've had to do. Very, very weird. Well, not weird, I'm playing shit. and dying to these dudes. Is he bowing? Look at the fucking cheek on it. These guys are really starting to take the piss. Not only are they kicking my ass, but they're sort of like dabbing on my ass. Look, that one didn't even get at the back. Why are you being such a pussy now? I've changed. He's dead. Oh look, big boy's here. Late to the party, dude. No, you can't come in. My good God. This part of the episode has been very depressing, but you're going down there, my friend. So much trouble. He's got like more health. He's got more health than the big fucking golem, right? The big stone knight dude. They have, right? They've got more health than them. Disgraceful. I think we're going to call the video here, I reckon. Till the next